Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interwebs. This is ReNDoG coming at you in another episode of Minecraft Survival from the wonderful Hermitcraft server. In the previous episode, we were working on some sweet-ass Lazuli crystal towers in the Mesa Biome project. And in this episode, my friends, let me just see if I can land very quickly. There we go, nicely done. In this episode, we're going to be kicking off here in the Brown Shopping District. I want to check on some profits in some of our shops, and I want to do a little bit of shopping. It's going to be awesome, man. Sit back and relax, guys. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. I have a giant-ass cup of tea. Give me 1 second. Oh, man, Roy was straight to the butt. That is what I'm talking about. And yeah, guys, here we are in the Brown Shopping District. It's been a while since we've been here. We have been working really hard on the MOBA project. And I wanted to spend today's episode, or start of today's episode anyway, checking on our profits. How many diamonds have we made over the last couple of weeks? And I also want to be spending some diamonds today because there are a couple new shops I want to look at. And there looks to be something going on over there in the distance. And I'm very sad to say that it looks absolutely awesome. Dang it, Cub fan, why do you have to do such awesome stuff? So let's do this thing, guys. Let's kick into some profit checking. We're going to check here in the Garden Center Emporium first. And remember, guys, of course, we are now sharing our profits. The conglomerate of the Logfellas is now in place. And everything that I find today, all the diamonds that I find today, I'm going to split between myself, Python, and Exuma. Get wrecked, skeleton. Jeez, shooting at me from the pond. He's like having a little swim here, shooting arrows directly at my butt crack. Where is our door? Where's the door gone? I don't know. A zombie must have broken it down or something. Anyway, let's have a look, guys. Have we made any profits in the garden center? It doesn't look like it. Ooh, one diamond for gravel. Nice. No diamonds for dirt. No diamonds for sand. Okay, well, that's kind of sad. Not the greatest start to our profit check. Let's have a look in the brand new Logfellas log shop. Oh, and look at this. I don't think I've showed this to you guys yet. Exuma Void has built a beautiful mural for the Logfellas. Welcome to the Logfellas Log Emporium, your one-stop shop for quality wood at the affordable prices. Our logs are free range and grown in a completely natural environment. Totally not in some giant death machine. Whatever gave you that idea. Current price 4 stacks for 1 diamond, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We have even lowered our prices a little bit more because Cub fan's on a mission. He's trying to outprice us on the server, guys. It ain't gonna happen, baby. Oh, I need to change all of these diamonds then, because all of these diamonds say 3 stacks for a log. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that at some point today. Let's have a look. Have we made any sales? All right, we got 2 sales of spruce, no sales of birch, no sales of jungle, no sales of acacia, no sales of spruce. What? Okay, this is bad. This is bad. We only made like 2 diamonds so far out of our new log shop. We're going to have to do something about this, man. We need to go and check what's going on over there at Wood World. I am suspicious. I don't know what Cub fan is up to, but it looks like the commercial war is well and truly underway, isn't it, my friends? I mean, things are kicking off, commercially speaking, that is. 4 stacks of logs for a diamond, guys. That's absurd. That is an absurdly cheap price, all because of this freaking stinky-ass Wood World. Although I must say, that is absolutely amazing. It's the world with wood, right? Dang it, Cub fan, that is so awesome. Good job, dude. That is amazing. All right, let's head into the Rainplex glass shop, see if we've made any profits in here. Ooh, okay, now we're cooking with gas, baby. Now we're cooking with gas. So 5 diamonds in there, no diamonds for green. Ooh, 4 diamonds for orange. Okay, so we are actually doing pretty well in the glass shop. At least one of the Logfellas shop is doing some business. 16 diamonds there. Very good. No brown sold. Let's get downstairs and see what we are working with. Oh, baby. Now we're talking, man. I just love these shops. I love, like, every week or so coming to check on profits. Absolutely no gray sold, unfortunately. Ooh, a bunch of black sold. Very nice. But I don't know. It feels so good, you know. It feels like a shopkeeper checking how many profits he's made. Ooh, a bunch of diamonds for white. That's excellent. Okay. Looking pretty good so far. Better than the 2 diamonds from the freaking log shop. That is for sure. We've made 49 diamonds from all of our shops so far. 53 diamonds so far from our shops. Very good. I like it. What other shops can we check? We can check our magma cube shop, right? That's the last of our shops that we can check. But first, before we do that, let's poke our noses into Wood World. See what's going on in here. I like this tree so much. It's so freaking sweet. Let's have a look. Has he dropped his prices even more? Let's do a quick check. Where are the logs? Here we go. Let's have a look. Has he dropped them? 3 stacks for 1 diamond. So it's 3 stacks for 1 diamond, people. You see? Hermits who are watching this video, 3 stacks for a diamond in Woodworld, 4 stacks for a diamond in Logfellas log shop. So, you know, put your freaking diamonds where they're going to give you the best value. That's all I'm saying. Don't make us drop the prices even more, people. Seriously, go spend some diamonds, damn it. All right, let's head over to our magma cube shop, see if we made any sales there. I must say I'm a little bit disappointed with this week's profits. Not the greatest haul, if I do say so myself. We might have to try and figure out some sort of a marketing plan. And let's check all of our magma cube things. I don't think there are going to be any sales. Man, I think I need to lower the prices of magma cubes. Maybe we need to lower it to 1 diamond per stack. Now that, 3 diamonds here. Now that the magma cube hype has died down, right? I think we need to start clearing some stock before these magma cubes go off. Okay, so we have made a total of 56 diamonds, which ain't bad. It ain't bad. It's cute, but it's kind of wrong, right? I mean, it's not the greatest profits in the world, but let's separate this into 3. I shall take 2 diamonds for administration. There we go. 2 diamonds for the ReNDoG. Okay, so 18 diamonds each for the Logfellas. Not too bad, not too bad. Now, guys, there are a couple of shops that I want to visit today because, oh, baby, we have got some diamonds to spend. This is the profits for the Logfellas, but I personally do have quite a lot of diamonds in my inventory at the moment, or in my chest. Check out this. I got 2 stacks of diamonds. These are my personal diamonds that I want to spend today. Let's go and buy a little bit of awesome stuff. I don't think that I have taken you guys into Impulse's new bookshop, and you guys have got to see this, man. It is absolutely fantastic. Look at this place. It is beautiful. And basically the way that this bookshop works is that you've got your premium books over here, Mending and Silk Touch. Ooh, Mending's down to 3 diamonds each. That's pretty decent, actually. They used to be 5 diamonds, so now they're down to 3. You know what, man? I'm going to pick up a bunch of Mending books, actually. You can never have too many of these things, right? I want to start making for myself, like, backup armor sets and stuff and items. Also, I haven't found Pixcalibur yet, so I might have to be making for myself another Pixcalibur sometime soon. We've got Silk Touch over here, Unbreaking over here. Ooh, we've got Unbreaking here too. Okay, I don't want to spend all of my diamonds, but what we have on this side of the shop is clearance books. Now, these clearance books are pretty awesome because every now and then you can find something pretty interesting in here. You know, so for example, here we've got Power 4 and Protection 3, Efficiency 4 or Sharpness 3. See, now this is an Efficiency 4 book here, which is pretty good. And there's a fire aspect over here. I mean, these books are all like sort of janky, right? They don't have a bunch of awesome stuff on them. So you know what, man? Check out this. We've got a whole bunch of clearage chests, which is fantastic. I'm going to go through these bad boys, see if I can pick up anything sweet. Just casually hanging out with 2 of my favorite hermits on the server, my friends. Iskal and Exuma are here, playing some Minecraft, making some videos. We're having a great time. What a beautiful day for Minecraft. Every day is a beautiful day for Minecraft, right? Check it out, man. I've picked up some really great deals. A diamond a piece from the clearance sale. Managed to pick up 2 Unbreaking books, which is very good considering an Unbreaking book over here is 3 diamonds or 2 diamonds. So a bit of a saving over there. I also got Aqua Affinity and Respiration and Efficiency 4. A couple of Efficiency 4s there, I think, if we need to make a new Pixcalibur. So really awesome. Thank you, Impulse, for this wonderful bookshop. I do love it. I do frequent this place quite often to get books and stuff, or to go and check the clearance sale, because it does get restocked every week or so, and every now and then you can find these good deals, man, these Unbreaking deals, like these Unbreaking deals. Now there's another shop that has popped up here in the Brown Shopping District that I am super excited to get to, super excited to spend some diamonds in, and this shop is Tango Tech's Tectonics. We came in here a few episodes ago. It wasn't open for business yet, but now it is. I just finished watching Tango's video, and man, I am excited because this shop is going to take us to the next level of Minecraft awesomeness. I don't usually use potions very much, I must say. I don't know why, I just can't be bothered to make them. But if we have a shop like this where we'll be able to get a ton of sweet ass potions, I'm definitely going to be using them. And Tango has put a little bit of stock in place already. Fire resistance and swiftness. I'm not that interested in fire resistance at the moment because I've got loads of fire protection on my armor, but I am interested in swiftness. These are 8-minute swiftness potions, which is amazing. And I kind of want to just buy as many of them as possible. We're going to be able to move around much faster in Minecraft, which is perfect, right? We'll be able to make much more distance and do a lot more stuff with swiftness. And I don't know, I just want to start using potions. So let's do this thing, man. You know what? I'm gonna stick these diamonds over here for the Logfellas, and I just want to buy like a lot of swiftness potions. There aren't any prices yet though, so I don't actually know how much these potions are costing. But I reckon, you know, the shop has just opened up. I would like to help Tango out with some decent profits. So let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Yeah, let's take 12 swiftness potions. There we go. We'll just fill all of this jazz up. Actually, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go, baby. So we have got swiftness potions coming out the wazoo right now, which is amazing. Let's tank one of these puppies. Oh, baby. Okay, so now we're swift, right? Or we should be swift. Yeah, we got speed. Fantastic. So now we're going to be cruising through the place at top speed, which is amazing. Now check it out, guys. This is another really cool thing that False Symmetry's been working on. This is a highway that takes us from the White Municipal District into the Brown Shopping District. And check it out, man. We have got some really cool spots here for advertising. Check it out. Advertise here. Contact False for more info. Gonna definitely do a bit of advertising in here, I think. Look at this, man. There are loads of spots open, and we can create like a beautiful advert back here, like a living billboard or something. I think that's really, really cool. Look at this. There's already an advert for the gold shop, for Exuma's gold shop. That is fantastic. That makes me want to buy some gold, man. That is epic. Okay, so we're definitely going to be purchasing some advertising space from False, I reckon. That sounds like a good plan. So, it's been a good little session in the Brown Shopping District, hasn't it, my friends? Picked up a bunch of books, picked up a bunch of swiftness potions, which is awesome. And there's only one more place that I want to pop in today, and that is the Herald headquarters. In the previous episode, we saw some shenanigans in the Nether Hub, didn't we? Our tree has been put under investigation. There have been some outrageous allegations in the Hermit Herald. And you know what, man? I kind of want to get a subscription from the Hermit Herald because I want to keep up to date with the gossip. You know, if I don't read these freaking allegations, how are the Logfellas supposed to respond, right? Subscription requests 5 diamonds. You know what? I'm going to subscribe. I am going to subscribe. Thank you very much, Zombie Cleo. I look forward to the next edition of the Herald. Let's sign it. Ren Diggity Dog Sub. I'll just call it ReNDoG. All right, there we go. So let's take that subscription, baby. I would like to see what is up in the next Herald because this edition of the Herald is absolutely outrageous. Check it out. Fresh off the press, get him while it's hot. Sheriff False Symmetry massively corrupt. It has come to the attention of this newspaper that Sheriff False Symmetry has been witnessed on camera, her own, taking bribes from the mafia organization known as the Logfellas. Outrageous claim. She was paid diamonds by the Logfellas for doing a good job after investigating the Logfellas operation. What were they paying her to overlook? Is it their incredibly shady business dealings? Is it that they enslave innocent mobs and force them to work under appalling conditions without pay? Sheriff False Symmetry, even in this town, this level of corruption will not stand. Step down so a more responsible person can take your place. Blood diamonds! The Logfellas are a well-known fixture of the community. They have often decided that their way of doing business is to shove out the little guy. They have been seen stealing supply from legitimate creators and have tried to claim all tree farming operations except their own as being illegal. They have tried to force small business owners to close down. They have tried to extort business owners when it comes to building on their unsafe land. Indeed, Plotfellas is a subsidiary of Logfellas. I mean, as far as I know, you want me to do research on this? The Logfellas have taken over all log production enterprises. How have they been able to do it? Is it slave labor? Recently, yes, Logfellas lumber is produced unethically, and all their diamonds are in fact blood diamonds. Such a scandal. If only there were another company that could be relied upon to provide high-quality wood products without the guilt. Advertisement. Woodworld. Get all your ethically sourced wood from Woodworld in the shopping district. Out freaking rageous. Logfellas tiny profits for the week. Enjoy your 18 diamonds by the X to the Z dog. Logfellas profits for the week from ReNDoG. You can put this ice around your neck, baby. So this is where them swiftness potions we just bought really kick in, my friends. In the nether, traveling at hyper speed. So freaking awesome. We are on our way back to the Mesa project, because we have still got a ton of stuff to do. By the way, this is a tunnel, or a preliminary tunnel that I created on stream, and this is the way that we are going to get to the Mesa project eventually from the Nether Hub. Iskal and I are going to have to turn this into a proper cobblestone tunnel of some kind, but yeah, as you can see, it's pretty precarious, man. There's a lot of lava leakage going on around here, and there's a ghast who has decided to spit his globules in my direction. Let's get out of range of that freaking ghast, man. I hope he didn't break any of my passageways. No, that's looking good. All right, so let's head back to the Mesa, guys. You know, it's kind of weird working on this project because it's so far away from Hermit Canyons. It's so far away from everything that we've been working on in the series so far. It almost feels like we're in another Minecraft world out here, right? And especially considering we are creating this beautiful, beautiful world of elves versus freaking undead, an ode to Warcraft 3 almost. It does kind of feel like, I don't know, it's like another planet around here. But it's absolutely awesome. In the end of the previous episode, or during the previous episode, we were working on these towers, which have turned out to be real nice. I'm really proud of them. And guys, I'm freaking so happy about all the amazing feedback you guys have been giving me about the towers. You guys absolutely love them. There was so much positivity around their design. So thank you guys. There was something that bothered me though, that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. There was some weird comments coming from some of you fine people out there. Some of you guys were saying, ReNDoG, why did you use dark oak here instead of spruce over like you did over here? Let's just get rid of this jazz. Some of your guys' OCD was kicking in because I made a pillar, a support pillar out of dark oak instead of spruce. And guys, I did it on purpose. There's a reason for it, man. Hello, Creeper. What's happening? Hi, say hello to my little friend. Eat arrow. Green bottle. Yeah, this is the same tree or the same log as this, but it's dried out. This is a dried out version of this log. It's to add some block variation, or as I like to call it, scalification into the build. You got to use your imagination a little bit, my friends. We could make all of the wood the same color, but I think it's a lot more interesting to change that wood color every now and then to create, I don't know, make it feel a little bit more realistic. Not all wood is exactly the same, and of course not all wood in our towers is exactly the same either. So that's why I did that, and I hope that makes sense to those of you guys who hit me up with so much rage. So much rage. ReNDoG, how dare you use different wood in those towers? It's unacceptable. Here we are back in our elven lane of this MOBA minigame project we are working on with Iskal, and there are a couple of things I want to talk about for the next part of today's episode. I want to talk about a couple of really cool ideas that you guys have given me, and we're going to work on the next stage of design for this sweet-ass project. The first idea I thought was really amazing, but unfortunately is not going to be possible, man. But I wanted to give this Cyberdog a shout out because it was such a sweet idea. I think it deserved a mention. Basically, someone suggested that what we should do is build a giant ass tree at the very end of the lane here, and half of that tree should be dead and half of that tree should be alive. So if you imagine a big ass tree like down the center here, and the leaves on this side would be brown and the leaves on this side would be green, of course. Now, the unfortunate reality is that we are currently in a biome. Which biome is this actually? It's a plains biome, and all the leaves in the plains biome are in fact green, so we wouldn't be able to do that. We don't have any way to create corrupt leaves here in the biome that we're working on. So even though that is an absolutely amazing idea, my friend, thank you so much for it, I don't think we're going to be able to implement it. However, I do like the idea that at the end of the lane, there is some sort of a fusion between the two sides, between the sides of life and death, and we can definitely work on that, I think. You know, this is just not enough, right, to go from red sandstone into, or red sand into grass. Like, we need to figure out something a little bit more interesting with the fusion of the two sides. And yeah, if you guys have any ideas for that, man, you know where to put them in the comment section like a boss, baby. Because yeah, you guys are giving us such great ideas on my video and on Iskal's videos too, man. We're getting, you know, every day, like, we talk on Skype and we're like, dude, did you see that sweet idea that someone came up with? It is so awesome. And yeah, man, you guys are helping out a lot with the awesome concepts and stuff that we are making for the Mobilisa project. Minecraft's a funny old game, isn't it, my friends? Oh man, I love it so much. This is the only game on the face of this planet that is able to spark and ignite the artist inside of me. And for that, I absolutely adore this game. And I don't think I'm ever going to stop playing it. You know, the more that I play this game, the more that I love it. And the more that I realize that I know absolutely nothing about it. I learn something new in this game every single freaking day. Not only about the game itself, but about creativity, about being an artist, about being a creator and a designer. And what other game on this planet is able to do that for somebody who is creative? It's just absolutely amazing. I'm working here, guys, on the next foundation for the design of our lane. And I want to talk a little bit about transition while I'm working on this. This project has really pushed me a lot in my designing skills in Minecraft, and it's one of the reasons I'm loving working on it so much, and it's one of the reasons I'm really loving all of your guys' feedback, because it's not just me that is an artist or that is trying to be an artist in Minecraft. There are thousands of you guys out there who are amazing Minecraft artists, way better than I am, that is for sure, and you guys are sharing your inspiration with me, and together we are coming up with some amazing stuff. Transitions. Let's talk about transitions in Minecraft. What do I mean by transitions? Well, the Mobilisa project is a perfect example of a design transition in this game. We have two lanes of completely different design. We have an evil lane and we have a good lane, and we are trying somehow to get those two to fuse together aesthetically, right? So that as a player, when you get to the end of that lane, you feel like you're going from good into evil, and it's not like a jarring change between the two environments. There are, however, a bunch of other transitions that we are going to be working on also. Just in our lane alone, we have got multiple transitions. We have got a transition from an elven area into a human area, and then from the human area into a mining area, and then from the mining area into the evil area, right? So already we are going to be trying to work out and trying to figure out a variety of different design transitions to make the entire design feel like it comes together, like it's supposed to be there, like it is one giant organic build, and not a collection of different designs just plonked together into an arena, right? It's actually really challenging when you put it that way. It's actually a very tough ask from a design perspective, and it's super exciting for me to try and work it out, to see if I can actually get it done. Because if we can, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Now, what I'm working on over here, guys, is the transition between the human side of our lane and the elven side of our lane. And this is inspired by a really great idea one of you guys gave me. And by the way, guys, I am sorry that I'm never able to say the name of the person that inspires me. I think I'm going to start writing them down, actually. But, you know, I usually read my YouTube comments all the time. If I'm cooking food, or I'm lying in my bed, or I'm walking down the road in the town, or wherever I am, every now and then I'll pop into my YouTube account and read the comments from you guys. And, you know, I read these comments, and the really inspiring comments stick in my brain. You know, those are the ones that stick with me. But unfortunately, the names don't stick with me. But yeah, maybe I'll try and start writing your names down, because you guys deserve some recognition for your ideas, man. They are so freaking awesome. Now, there is another transition that I want to work on over here, my friends, and that is, of course, the transition between this side of the lane and the elven side. We've been talking a little bit about what we're going to do in this area, and essentially we're going to be transforming this side of our spawner platforms into an elven ruin of some kind, an ancient mystical ruin of awesomeness. And the challenge for this is that this has to be completely covered. We can't have any sunshine in this area, or the mobs that are going to be coming out of the mob trap are going to burn, right? So one of you guys suggested a really awesome idea, which was to create some sort of a jungle or forest canopy at the end of the lane. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So from where I've added these foundations, we're going to start working on some really big and ancient trees that are going to be bending over here and covering up the landscape, so that as you transition from this human village side of the lane, you're going to go into a really mystical area. It's going to feel super magical. It's going to feel super elven, and that is really, really awesome. I think that's going to be a fantastic idea, and it's going to push my skills at making trees to the freaking limit, man. I'm gonna have to have a work group with Good Times with Scar, right, where he can teach me how to make some really, really amazing trees here. But yeah, that is basically going to be the plan. And essentially what I do need to do, though, is to lay out the foundation of this entire canopy area, and it's going to be pretty big. It's going to have to cover this entire section so that there's no sunshine whatsoever. The more darkness we can have in here, the better. But at the same time, we have to make sure that there is enough light for the player to be able to see. And on top of that, we have to make sure that there is enough light to make a decent YouTube video out of it. That's one of the really cool things that Escal and I have found about this particular project, is that we are trying to create a really fun game, you know, that's balanced and really awesome for people to play. But at the same time, we're trying to make a game that is going to be awesome for you guys to watch. So it adds yet another element and yet another freaking challenge for us as designers, to make something really, really special and really epic for you guys to watch on our YouTube channel. So an absolutely amazing, amazing project we're working on, and I am enjoying it so freaking much, man. And it just makes me so happy to see how many of you guys are enjoying it too. And yeah, so freaking sweet, man. Cyberdiggity dogs, all I have to say is thank the Ender gods for that war machine. Am I right? We're going to need a ridiculous amount of loggage to finish off this overgrown forest jungle thing of our build. And it's looking super janky right now. I know, guys, please do forgive the ugliness of what's going on here. I'm just working on the foundations. I'm working on the design layout for what is going to become an ancient tree overhang, is basically what it's going to be. If you can imagine these big trees over here as gnarled ancient trees that have been here for thousands of years, bending under their own weight into each other, right? That's the sort of thinking that I'm going for. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit finicky, I think. I'm going to have to do quite a lot of work on trying to figure out exactly what these trees are going to look like. Basically, we have to make sure that there is enough space for the hermits to be able to run up and down these lanes, right? We don't want to obstruct this lane too much, but at the same time, we do want to make it a choke point, because this is a very, very important part of the map. This is a part of the map where the team is going to be able to get its resources from grinding the zombies there, right? So we don't want to give the enemy team too much of a position if they are able to hold this area, and we need to make it almost like a 300 choke point over here, you know, a you shall not pass area. And yeah, I think that we can do that pretty well using these logs, because we can create these roots that will be grown over into the lane, right? A little bit like that. So that looks pretty cool. I mean, already that's starting to look a little bit better, isn't it? Yeah, that's looking sweet, man. And all we need to do now is try and make this tree look like it's bending over under its own weight or something like that, right? And we can do that by, I don't know, being a little bit smart with our block placement. We can come back here and sort of hack away a few of these bits over there. Let's get rid of that last one at the top. There we go. And probably that one right at the top. Oh, dang it. I'm going to have to go up there, aren't I? All right. Yeah. This one over there. That should give us like a decent bending feel to it, right? Yeah, you can see it's starting to come together. We need to probably clear the ones at the very back there too. So let's do that, actually. Let's get all the way up. My freaking creative juices are kicking in now, baby. I want to do this. I want to see what it looks like. So we could probably leave it like that. And then we could get a couple of leaves in here too, just to sort of add to the bend, I suppose. I don't know, I'll stick a leaf over there. I've only got one in my inventory, so there we go. But there you can see already it's starting to look like an ancient gnarled up tree over there, right? Yeah, baby, now we're cooking with gas, man. That is awesome. But unfortunately, my friends, I would love to do a lot more of this with you today, but we have run out of time in today's episode. I've just checked my watch, 2 hours are down, and I need to make sure that I can compress these 2 hours into a video for you fine people out there. But listen, thank you so much for watching. From Moses, the Pet Rock, and I'm going to say goodbye. But if you did enjoy the episode, man, hit that like button. My friends, do hit the subscribe button also if you haven't subscribed yet. and keep those ideas incoming, guys. Seriously, man. You guys are inspiring Iskal and I so much for this project, so keep it coming, baby. We appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. It's been ReNDoG, as always, playing Minecraft Survival on the Hermitcraft server. We will see all you fun people again in the next episode.